Hey there, and welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Danielle, known as Caffeinated Gert all around the interwebs. It is Sunday, September 11th. It's in the evening. I've had all day to get all nice and tired, so this ought to be interesting today. I have one finished project, a couple of new things in the works, and that's pretty much it. I did give my mom her pillow today and she's super excited about it. So yay, that was a good crafting and gifting combination. I did finish my September gnome this week. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I can get it right here. Ha! Okay, got it. We're good. I finished my September gnome this week, or I didn't finish him. I started it and finished him. He is knit out of Rockin' Strings creation. The base is Jitterbug. It's self-striping, and I don't know what the colorway is, but it was a Halloween colorway that I got a while back. So I lined up the yarns, the two balls that I have, and I just used the stripes throughout, and this is what I came up with. He's a little guy. I used the Never Not Gnoming pattern, but I kind of modified the beard by making this I-cord long enough to tie a knot into it, because I think that just looks hilarious. And he's tiny like the gnome I knit for June, and he might get another buddy in the same colorway, maybe bigger next time for next month, because I did go over to the Caffeinated Crafting Ravelry group and start a Halloween / fall knit along. Woo! So this is my first contribution to the Halloweeny crafting. This one's knit. Maybe I'll do something crochet next using this yarn. I don't know. You never know what I might do. I don't know. We'll see. But I did make a gnome. And I did pull some yarn that will be prizes. So you can craft as many items that are Halloween or fall themed as you want and post them all in the Ravelry thread. And for each item, you get an entry. If you are not on Ravelry, if you're one of the people that left Ravelry when they changed their format, or if you're not on Ravelry for whatever reason, I think you can post pictures. Can you post pictures down below? Well, you can tag me if you're on Instagram and get entered that way. I will definitely be able to keep up with that. And if you can post, I don't know if you can post pictures and comments on YouTube. Can someone tell me if you can do it or not? If you can enter that way. If you cannot, you can either do it by posting in the Ravelry group or by tagging me on Instagram, and you can tag it with like, let's see, let's call it Caffeinated Crafting October. It's not just October. Well, what are we gonna call it? Caffeinated Crafting HF CAL. So it's Caffeinated Crafting Halloween H, F for fall, and C for craft L and AL, craft along. I'll write the hashtag below so you just copy and paste it or whatever. But we have prizes. So I pulled these from Stash. I have the most ginormous stash. Let me tell you guys, when I emptied this room, I realized how much stash I have, and I found some really nice treasures. So I'm going to share some of them with you. The first one is Big Alice Dies. Has this cute little stitch marker it came with. That is a little dog. And this is, the color is Foxtrot. It is 50% superwash merino, 50% silk, 437 yards in a beautiful orange color. It's more like a rusty orange. It's beautiful though. I also pulled, this is from Ushita Fiber Art, is merino sock. The colorway is grounded, and this one is 100 grams. The other one was also 100 grams. This is 464 yards. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And the last one I pulled is from Whimsy Stitches Yarns. This is a standard sock set. Is the NOLA black and gold. If you don't know, he's based in New Orleans. And it is 4-ply fingering weight yarn, 75% superwash, 25% nylon. The main color is 437 yards, and the mini skein is 109 yards. I try to pick fall-ish colors from Stash to, you know, because it's a fall/Halloween craft along. And so these 3 are the prizes you can receive. Oh, I know another place you can enter. So if you go to the Caffeinated Crafting blog, and I will also link that below, I know you can post pictures in comments there. So Ravelry is preferred, but if you are not on Ravelry, then that's another way. If you're not on Instagram either, then you can also post it there. And I'll just make a spreadsheet with the entries and go from there. Then you'll have until midnight, October 31st to craft, and I will pull for prizes on the 1st using random number generator, and you could win these awesome yarns. All right, I think that covers all that. If you have questions, please ask me down below, because I'm very scatterbrained at this part in the day, and I probably forgot stuff, because that's how I roll. So on the hook, I have 9 squares. I made 9 squares between yesterday and today. I am using hand spun from this particular skein that's like all discombobulated so far to make squares for another mini cat squares pillow, and I have 9 of them already finished. So I want to make some more of those. They're very easy granny squares. They all will need a block. They look like, my finger like this. And I have 9 done. I need 16. Then they'll get blocked. They'll get crocheted together. Then I'll have to make crochet kitties. Then the kitties get sewn on, and then it will get attached to another pillow, and hopefully I will have another awesome mini cat square pillows. I love it so much, and it's such a nice it's kind of a relaxing project. Like, I really enjoyed making the last one was also the first one. That might be something I make multiple times. I had so many people that just absolutely have fallen in love with that pillow that I could see making multiples of that. Like whenever, like for square dancing for Elmer Morning this weekend, I made 9 squares. So I could even just work on the squares during square dancing once a month, and then just make them when I feel like it. It's also nice because I have the little square pattern memorized. So it was really easy. I made probably 6 of these sitting around with my family today as we celebrated my mom's birthday. So it's really easy just to grab the hook. I'm using a size 3.5 millimeter hook for these. And my hand spun is kind of a sport weight-ish. I'm not the most precise spinner. Sport weight, sometimes fingering, sometimes DK. It's kind of it's hand spun. It's not supposed to be all even. At least not for me. That's another nice blanket in the works, and that's pretty exciting. I have this one, and I think actually since I already have 9 done, this skein should be enough for the squares for this one. But I have other hand spun pulled, and I might just keep making squares for now. And it's kind of mindless, it's very relaxing, I don't have to think about it. And then I can figure out how to put them all together. It's like I pulled hand spun and put in this bag that all kind of like the colors kind of go together. And so I might end up making a bunch of squares and then finish sewing up multiple pillows. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Right now I'm thinking it might be a good present for several people for Christmas. So we will see. It is tooling around in this great big Whimsy Stitches bag that has coffee on it because, you know, coffee. Rick and I have that in common. We love our coffee. So I have that. The other thing I worked on, and Sharon, if you're accidentally watching this episode, this is where you got stopped. Are you gone? Remember I told you guys last week that I'm working on the mini dinosaurs for a mobile. And I told you I don't know how small they'll end up being yet until I cast one on. Well, when you use a 2mm hook and Knit Picks palette yarn, it's this big. It's not even as big as an egg. It's as big as maybe a small egg. It's not finished yet. I haven't crocheted the spikes and attached them yet. But he's so small. So I used this Knit Picks palette, which is, I know there's a color on here somewhere. Is it just the letter? Green Tea Heather. I use Green Tea Heather. And I'm going to make his spikes out of this one, so purple spikes. And this is Hyacinth. And once I have his spikes done, I'm going to, I need to decide if I want to make a bunch of these little bitty dudes, if I want to look at some other tiny dinosaur patterns to make other ones as well, or maybe I'll make this also out of like this is a fingering weight. Maybe I'll also make some in sport weight and then make some in DK weight, so there's a little variety in the sizes. I don't know what I'll do yet. But this cracks me up. He's so tiny. And let me tell you, crocheting with a size like a 2mm hook and fingering yarn is freaking ridiculously small. Look with my hand look how small those stitches are. It's crazy. Look, he fits in my hand. He's so small. Look at that. He's so small. So small. Anyway. Yeah, dinosaurs, mobiles. I don't know how, maybe I'll make the chicken next and see how big that turns out and then decide what other dinosaurs to make. So I'll see if I need to like make them blend or whatever. That might be a good idea, you think? Anyway, that's my crafting escapades for the week. I didn't get nearly as much done as I planned to because I got distracted playing video games. Have been playing Story of Seasons, Friends of Olivetown? No, Pioneers of Olivetown. And I kind of got sucked into that. And it's really relaxing and brainless, and that's really nice sometimes. Although, since I got all those squares crocheted between yesterday and today, I feel like I wasn't so bad. So, yeah. So, for this week, I would like to, I'm going to finish this little dude. And then I'm going to crochet the chicken to see how big the chicken is. And then we'll go from there. Maybe I'll make multiple size chickens. I'm gonna make the first one in fingering weight yarn to see how small it really is. And then maybe we'll have multiple size chickens and dinosaurs, and we'll just mix the chickens and the dinosaurs. Because she likes both. Or maybe I found some other small dinosaurs that are different dinosaurs. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a surprise. I'll let you know when I figure it out. How about that? So, let me know about, do you want to do the craft along? You can knit, crochet, spin, weave, sew, draw. It's a craft along. I said knit along, didn't I? It's a craft along. Anything fall or Halloweeny, and that'll be fun. If you have questions, leave them down below. Comments, suggestions, all that kind of stuff. And I will catch you guys next week. Happy crafting!